What's up, you guys? Renee here from Triple O Reptile. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a baby crested gecko terrarium in 5 minutes or less. So let's get to it. I'm going to set the timer right now for 5 minutes and go. All right, so first, I gotta clean this stuff up. So first, we're going to start with our 12-12-18 exoteric cage. Whoops. All right, so we're going to start with our 12-12-18 exoteric cage. And this is a good grow out cage for your baby crested geckos. It's not going to be too big, so you're not going to lose them, and you have a much better chance of them eating in an enclosure like this versus something that's going to be too large and they're going to be uncomfortable and not want to eat, or they're going to have a hard time finding their food. All right, so spend about 30 seconds trying to get tape off. All right, so first we're going to start off with our 4-quart bag of ReptiBark by ZooMed. And this is going to be a good bedding. One, it's going to help retain moisture. It's going to help give them that humidity that they need, which ideally you want to be at about 50 to 60%. And that's easily obtainable by just a daily misting, usually in the morning and the evening. Another cool thing about that bedding is they're not going to eat it. They're not going to be able to swallow it. And the cool thing is they can walk on it and it's not going to stick to their feet to where they can't stick to the glass if they need to. All right, next we're going to go with a piece of manzanita wood. This might not fit right off the bat, so I might have to break a little piece of it off. Ouch. But manzanita is a good wood just to have to kind of fill up some voids in your cage, but it's also going to help add some surface area for them to climb. A piece of bark. Pop that right there. That just gives them a little bit of climbing space, gives them something to blend into, and also helps them have an extra hiding spot as well. Some vines, which are always fun. They love these things. If you ever have a baby crested gecko and you're ever having a hard time finding them, they tend to really be in these a lot. They love these. Pop that right there. Perfect. Make a good time. Okay. So they're not sticking. All right. That'll do. Okay. Next, we're going to put this right back on top. Oh, wait, actually, let's stick this back here for now. There we go. Your magnetic gecko ledge. Now, this is a good ledge for food and water. So it's something that is ideally necessary. They don't really like to come to the ground to eat. They are an arboreal species, so they are going to always want to be up higher. I give up on that. So I'm going to pop this right here, right there. And I always like to make it easy for them to get to it. So if you put your cork bark or your manzanita pretty close to it, they'll be able to climb up to that. Pop this back here for now. There we go. All right. Food dishes. Pop this lid back on. I got a minute and a half, so we got this. All right, next is gonna be the 12-inch naturalistic terrarium hood with the blade. Pop this open. Now, they are a nocturnal species. However, supplemental UVB is always gonna be a good choice for them. And that is because it's gonna help them get a day and night cycle. Biggest thing is make sure you pick the right UVB. This is a ReptiSun Nano UVB, so it's a very small UVB, and it's not going to be giving off too much UVB, which is ideal because you don't want to fry the poor little guys. So you want to make sure you get them a proper UVB if you are going to be adding UVB to their enclosure. It also adds for a good little light. All right, get that day and night cycle going. Next, you got your calcium and your multivitamin. Now this is calcium without D3 by RepCal, and the reason I'm not going to do it with D3 is because even though they are nocturnal, we do have a UVB lamp on them, so they are going to be getting D3 from that UVB now. So calcium with no D3 is going to be ideal 2 to 3 times a week for a baby. And your Herptivite, also by RepCal, this is going to be a multivitamin. I'd recommend this once a week. Okay? And you can sprinkle that onto their feeders, I always recommend feeding insects because a lot of people do just like to feed the Pangea diets, which is a good meal replacement. However, it's not something that you want to do on a regular basis. You want to make sure that you are giving them their supplemental insects as well, as they do love to hunt. The Pangea Gecko diet, I think I did it. So the Pangea Gecko diet, I recommend to mix it in the little bowls right there. And you want to make it into a baby food consistency so they can find it, they can eat it, and it's not going to be a problem for them to get down. Sometimes they do tend to be a little picky, so there's a bunch of different flavors of Pangea, and if they are having a hard time finding it, you can just pick up your little gecko, dip their nose into that, and they'll start licking it. All right, you guys, and there you have it. So that's how you make a Crested Gecko vivarium in just about 5 minutes, just a little bit over. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below, hit that like button, hit the bell notification so you never miss a video that we put out, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. All right, you guys, so I was gonna do a little cut with a baby Crested Gecko in the enclosure. Unfortunately, I had a little bit of a hard time getting to him. He actually stuck himself in this cute little cork flat. So unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to see him in the enclosure, but I mean, he looks pretty content in there right now. So we're just gonna pop that in there and he's gonna be nice and happy.